this is Fanatic Keys. This is my idea for Fortnite. Um, I've been thinking, working, writing it out, trying to figure out what can Epic Games do to make Fortnite better. So there's there's a lot of things that I've been discussing with a friend of mine. Um, and even like close duos and stuff like that. Sorry, I got a message. Let me just get into it first. The state of Fortnite. It's in a good state. Everybody's in a honeymoon phase. Everybody loves the game. I love the game myself. I love this game with a passion. You know, I've been playing this game for almost, I want to say since I've been playing since this game really came out, really. But I guess I would say season 4, original season 4. But this game's seen a lot of changes. It brought in a lot of good new ideas, taken out a lot of things, and I just think to myself, what's new that they just added to Fortnite? You know, they just brought back all the old stuff that really shouldn't have never left the game. You know, and I love that they brought all the old stuff back, and I love it. You know, but there's a thing with there's a problem with I would say ranked. There's a problem with regular solos. There's a problem with random matchmaking, the AIs in the game, and I feel like it needs to change. Like it needs to be addressed, it needs to be talked about, and nobody's talking about it besides Ninja. Like nobody's talking about it. And that's just basically the overview. So, do I think will make Fortnite better, right? So I've been coming up with a new game mode, but I just don't have the tools and resources to patent the idea or the big enough fan base to reach out to Epic Games like Ninja, Courage, Cypher PK. I don't have that resources. So I'm just hoping to put this out there and whoever finds it sends it to those big guys, sends it to Epic Games, and maybe it will get tweaked, maybe it won't. Maybe you like it, maybe you hate it. It's just the idea. You know, I'm just doing it, you know, because I think it needs to be addressed. So, what do I want to say, right? What is this big idea? You may be wondering. The looting system, right? I hate getting gray and green weapons. Why is that still in the game? I don't understand, especially for ranked. Maybe just keep that in regular public matches, but opening a chest, right? Getting a gray sniper. Why? What's the difference between gray and gold? There's really very minimum things. Why not it just be purple and gold? They've done it before where it's been a thing, but why is gray and green still around? Nobody loves getting gray and green weapons. Why? Why do I have to why do I have to why do I have to like loot and just get gray and green weapons in ranked? I just want to get in, get a shotgun, get an AR, get some heals, and go fight. If I die off the rip, I die off the rip. If I stay around, I stay around to try to find a better weapon because I'm tired of getting gray and green weapons. It makes no sense. But that's like very just something minor that can be easily changed, right? I have a lot of game changing mechanics that I have ideas for. Um, for instance, let me look at my notes before I get up by these spiders. Um, let me go to my notes real quick. The loot system, I only think only rare, epic, and legendary and mythics should be in the rank system. No green, no gray in weapons, right? So for some weapons, right? Blue standard pistol, purple auto pistol, legendary hand cannon. Simple, right? Mythic, maybe a dual wield pistol of all the versions, Dual auto pistol, dual standard pistol, dual hand cannon, right? Something to spice up the pistols, because the pistols is they just bring the same pistol back, and I love it. That's something that I would think to change it, right? Let's try to get this out. That's something to change it, right? So shotguns, pump and tactical shotguns, obviously. I don't, I all forget all those other shotguns. It's just start. Let's start with that, right? That's cool. Let's start with that, right? The pump and tactical shotguns, rare, epic, legendary. Something cool they could do, mythic dual wielding pumps. Everybody used to love the double pump. Why not add a double dual wielding pump, right? Just bam, 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 double, It's cool little animation. I'm over here doing the finger guns on the side, but like it'd be cool. Double pump, double tactical pump, I don't know, something cool, right? So, with the pump versions of the Mythic, I imagine this having 2 shots in each shotgun, so that's 4 in total. With a cool reload animation, something different, something to spice up the game, something cool, something unique to the game. For the tactical version, if not the dual wield tacticals, a 4 auto shotgun, bam, 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 easy. You just hold down the shot. It's mythic. It's gonna do the damage. I don't know, let's say like 25 each shot, maybe 50 for the headshot. Nothing too crazy, maybe even higher for a better pellet shot, 100. So, you can maybe 2 tap or something, but it's something cool, right? Automatic guns, rare AR, infantry rifle, and then AR itself, the OG AR, then the infantry rifle as rare, epic, the infantry rifle, the little slower version, but it does more damage, and then the scoped AR with not like the OG scoped, but like the AR, but it has a scope. Just you can take that as you will. Maybe just a regular AR. Now I know people don't really like the scoped AR. Um, Legendary Scar or triple burst scoped auto AR. Everybody loves the Scar. The triple burst, it's a little questionable, and then a scoped auto AR. It's been added. Maybe they just need to tweak it. Maybe not. Maybe just scrap the auto AR in its whole entirety. Um, the sniper rifle, right? Rare, epic, legendary. Bolt sniper for the rare. Scope DMR for the rare. Epic, heavy sniper. Another epic, silent sniper. Legendary, the heavy sniper. And let's switch it up. Let's add a 3 times zoom to the heavy sniper. Add some crazy long distance. Something different. Everybody loves to hit those crazy shots. Let's 3 times zoom on this bad boy. Silent sniper, 3 times zoom. Maybe not, maybe just a single 1 times, because it's a silent sniper. It might be a little too broken, but people might complain. Um, the 3 burst, 2 times zoom, DMR, something, just something different to change the dynamic of the game to fight at long ranges. Maybe not too crazy. Maybe not even add it to ranked, because I know some people third partying, that's gonna be hell. But um, Maybe not, but it can be tweaked. You know, maybe the Fallout drop might add a little skill gap to it. I'm not really too sure. It's just ideas to change the horizon of the game. Um, Need a weapon or something so I can actually do something. Need like let's get start picking up this stuff. So also with the snipers, right? Nobody likes getting a sniper from their first chest. Nobody wants to land, drop. Oh, I get a sniper. I get shot because this guy randomly picked up a gun off the ground and just shot me in the back, and I had a sniper. It's it's not fun. It's not it's not fun to get a sniper, right? So let's add a sniper bag. You know, they had that in those little table things. You can see the sniper and you can pick it up. I just say just add a sniper bag because there's different rarities of snipers now besides gray and green. Put that in its own little loot pool of a sniper bag. You see it from, like a normal chest. You just like, oh, okay, I don't want to land on that first because it's a sniper bag. I know I'm gonna get a guaranteed sniper out of it. Maybe some heals with the sniper. Something to spice up the loot pool. Um, that's that's a basic, you know, idea of the game mode that I want to see be implied into the game. I call it Sweat Royale loop. Like this is the loophole of the Sweat Royale. I want this to be a more tactical version of Fortnite. I want this game to survive, to change, to to be better. I don't care about Ice Spice, Eminem, Snoop Dogg's skin. I mean, although they're the best collab in this game has ever seen, best emotes, but where is the game-changing mechanics that this game is known for? Where is the builds? Where's the like building, right? It's never gonna be building in this game it's so unique. No game is gonna be able to create building like Fortnite. So why not change it to better the game? Like change the loot pool and then I have better game mechanics for building that I want to talk about later. But I just want to talk about the loot pool for this first video as I, run around and rant in Lego World or this like I know people like this game, and I give this game props. Like they create racing, box fighting for creative. The new reload, it's amazing. I don't like the newer one because of the loot pool. I don't like those type of guns, but the old reload was amazing. The respawning mechanic is amazing. So I hold Epic Games to a higher account to add more game-changing mechanics to make this game more fun for the casuals, for the sweats, for the hardcore streamers, and even new people come into the game. Let's divide this game and add a sweaty game mode for people to learn, for people to grow and try something new and put sweats into that lobby to play and learn a new mechanic. Keep the old ones for the newers, so they can just enjoy those with their friends. And if they want a more harder game, put them in, like, add a different game mode for those game modes to incite more strategic gameplay. That's all I want. I'm gonna cut it here and try to work a little bit more on this, so hold on and stay there with me and let's see where this goes from there. Let's go. And add keys and I'm out. So now that I got the loot pool stuff out of the way, right? Now I want to talk more about these game-changing mechanics that I mentioned in the last video. So, let me pull out my notes. Okay. So for this Sweat Royale, right? There's been a huge problem between people spamming through builds, you know? There's no taking walls in like lower level. Um, I'm here, Cal. There's no low level taking walls because it's so hard to do. It's it's random. It's it takes, you try to take a wall and they just edit pump shot you. It's risky. It's very ping related. 50-50 they say, right? But obviously, as soon as you try to get the wall as they're holding it and you finally get it and then you do pop a edit, 9 times out of 10 they're like long gone, right? So, um I think taking walls need to be looked at. There needs to be a new way to take a wall, I feel. And I think what they did to I don't know if you remember like the little turbo boost or whatnot. Taking walls, right? So I just feel like that needs to be looked at and needs to be worked around, and using turbo to slam into a wall, like I think that was a good idea. I don't know why they took it away. I don't know if it was a bug with it or many people weren't using it, but I think it could be modified a little bit more. I think if you slam into a wall, let's say like people trying to break into a house, right? You're like boom, 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 You're like shouldering the door to try to break it down. Let's add something like that for Fortnite for a wall. On the third hit, you're guaranteed to smash through that wall and get into that box. So let's do that, and then once you're successful, you do some type of animation like roll after, because you're successful in breaking down the wall. It gives the player a good amount of time to hear, see, and get away or prepare for the pump shot because you're trying to get into that box. I think that would be great to, instead of trying to pickaxe the wall and take the wall, it adds a different layer to it. So maybe you don't want to full break it, right? You just want to get the box a little bit lower. You smash into it twice and then pickaxe the wall to switch it up. Hit the wall and then place a wall. It's something different other than relying on your ping to take the wall, or getting your teammate to get up there next to you to hold the wall while you pickaxe. And it's you know it's just something it's something that would add it would it would add a different layer to it would add a different layer to taking walls that I think has been long overdue. um if you think of any other ideas of taking a wall, you know um let me know down below or whatever. But that's just something that I think would benefit to that, right? Um, let's talk about I have an idea for this a new metal reinforcing mechanic for your builds. I think if so how this works, right? You reinforce the wall and it adds a metal beam to any material of your wood, brick, and metal by 200 health. The process takes about let's say 5 seconds to complete and require the same resource cost as placing a wall, so 10 of the respected material. The character performs a hammering animation during the reinforcement, which is visually distinct and indicates the upgrade in progress. How this would work with edits. Reinforced walls can be edited to add windows and doors, but not fully changed by other edits. And the goal of this new mechanic, the mechanic is most useful in mid to late game scenarios, particularly during long range battles. And how do I see this fitting in the overall game flow? I think this will add a new level for the Fortnite new player and for the hardcore gamers of Fortnite. This will add a new dynamic on the gameplay in the middle of the game. This will make it harder to run up on a team with a perfectly crafted, unique base they created. This might promote camping mid game, but this will also make the late game last longer for those long range battles for people that stay in their base with cautious shots. If you look at a tournament, everyone's already hiding in their box. Pop in edits for surge damage. This will spice things up and add a dynamic to building in late game instead of building to the sky. I only picture this being a game mode for ranked, and I want this to be in my game mode called Sweat Royale. So I know that was a lot to digest. I think, you know, the repair on builds when you like hit a certain button and repair it over time, I don't see nobody use it at all. Like I don't see it, you know, I 9 times out of 10 if they're on mouse and keyboard, they probably unbind the that in a whole entire. I don't even know if it's still even in the game. Like I don't even I can't even tell you what button that is on my controller, like to repair a wall. So I think, you know, repairing a wall yourself, actually doing the hard labor work. I don't see that mechanic being useful when somebody's trying to take down your wall or trying to, you're trying to do it like the okay, this is good. To the old metal walls that they had, you place it and it's like oh, it feels like 2000 HP to break it, and they put it over their whole thing. That's crazy amount of. Nobody wants to see that. Like, and when I see it, sometimes I just leave the fight because they just like they deserve like just you can have it, bro. Like that's just crazy. I'm not gonna sit there for 2 minutes trying to pickaxe the wall, and then all of a sudden you have another one. Like I'm glad they removed it from the game entirely. Like that was too much. But 200 to your wall is not too crazy. You can see it being done, you can hear it. Um, you can't do it off the rip, it it would I think it would be a good change to building and making bases. It's Fortnite, it's build off of bases, not just build fighting. I think it would be good for late game. It might add the player count a little bit, make it more strategic for people to stay alive to the late game and try to get those tournament field battles. It would be good for tournaments. Like if they get the circle early game, they can maybe clear out the area and build a base there. I think it would be a pretty solid idea for reinforcing mechanic. It shouldn't be too hard to um it shouldn't be too hard to imply into the game. It's something that's kind of already in the game, but it's just a tad bit different and a tad bit tweaked. So another big thing with this, right? Um, I think build health needs to be increased. Not too much. So for instance, wood I think should be the new high for 250 health. Brick 400 health. Metal 600 health. It adds 200 to it by health. So let's say, you add wood to a metal beam, it'll be like 450. Brick, it will be 600. For metal, it'll be 800. It's not too crazy where you see this base and they have all metal beams, and it's just you're just like not gonna be able to destroy it or anything like that at all. So that's um that's all I got for the this reinforcing mechanic. Um, that's my idea for this, and hopefully you can let me know if it's a good idea, bad idea down below. What do you think should be changed? Um, but again, this is just my idea to spice up the game and add a new sweaty game mode for Fortnite called Sweat Royale. So let me know down below what you think about that. Um, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm back here, Fanatic Keys, and I have to touch up a little bit on this also with the taking walls thing. I think the pickaxe needs to change, right? If you add all these other things that I talked about in the last video, right? It might be outdated for the pickaxe. The pickaxe hasn't been changed in a while. I remember when it did get changed and the star wand, it used to do crazy damage or whatever when with pickaxing people, and when that happened everybody just drove to that, and they loved using it because it was broken, it was different, and they haven't seen a change like that to a pickaxe in a long time. So I think the standard right now is 75 for player builds. So with that being low and the with my reinforcement idea for builds being stronger, it would take so many swings killing this mechanic. So this would definitely need a buff. What buff numbers for the pickaxe walls? I think the standard should be 150 for a normal hit, 250 for a critical hit. Boosting the pickaxe damage to 150 for normal hits and 250 for crucial hits would definitely make taking walls more viable, even with the reinforcement mechanic. This keeps the balance of the game, ensuring that the structures aren't too overpowered, plus it emphasizes the skill for hitting those blue markers. Um, Pros and cons on this idea. Buffing the pickaxe damage definitely adds intensity, but the reinforced walls adding 200 health in the 5-second build time, it won't be too easy to rush. Players will still need to strategize and skill to break through reinforced defenses, and balancing is key. So I think that change with the pickaxe is detrimental. And off the top of my head, you know, let's say they don't want to change it, right? Let's say if you're holding your pickaxe, you can hold it for a charge swing onto a wall, right? So you just like boom, but you're charging it up and hitting it. We've seen a lot of melees like the lightsaber, the scythe, a lot of changes for for melee weapons, but we've never seen a change to our pickaxe like this before. And with all these other mechanics into this new game mode that I'm trying to discuss, and I want to see Epic Games take the credit for this and credit for, like boost this idea of a sweaty game mode for the sweaty players out there, and for a new rank system. I think this would be a good idea. I don't I don't see it being bad. It's its own game mode. If it doesn't do bad, people won't play it, then I guess then we'll just move on from this. But if you can add Legos, you can add racing to this game, you can have your own creative idea on this. But I need the help from you guys to see this and reach out to Epic Games and keep posting and showing this to everybody, and let's talk about it, you know? Let's talk about these changes that need to be made to this game. 'Cause that last chapter, you know, like they had some good ideas. I'm not even gonna lie, but that map was horrible. That just kind of killed the game. The loot pool, it was horrendous. And oh, this guy's trying to take me on. Um, it was just horrendous, and it wasn't. I might die to this guy. Hold on. It was horrendous. Oh, I'm about to get smacked by a rock right now. Yeah, it was horrendous, and it needed to be changed. Something needs to be done, and I don't see that being done. All I see is new skins and old map and old weapons that should not have been gone. And I think these mechanics for a new game mode, and if it blows up, then maybe add it to the original game mode. But um, I think it needs to this stuff needs to be talked about. I have a few more things to talk about. I think I was thinking of something right now off the top of my head. Kind of lost it, but uh, I have new building mechanics that definitely I I I think needs to be changed, right? So if you want to see that, you know, stay tuned. Like the video. Let me know down below what you think might be wrong with my idea, what needs to be fixed. Maybe it might be too overpowered. Maybe it's crazy good. But let me know. Maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe I'm just complaining or whatever. But again, I've been playing this game for 7 years and I love it. And I think this season's good. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's new at all. Like I don't see it as new. Maybe for people that didn't get to experience that time, that's good that they get to experience it, but where does that leave the people that already been there and done that? Where does that leave people like me? People like Ninja, people like Cypher PK. It's old content, you know? You know, it's not bad content, I guess, but it's old. So again, I guess I'm just ranting again. So let me know down below what y'all think about that, and I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, Fanatic Keys is back here. So I've been talking about, you know, what new they could be adding to this game, and today I want to be talking about edits, right? You know, you got a regular edit, you got that, that, cut it in half. Even that, you know, the most useless edit that nobody's ever used before. You got that right, you know. Nobody, no, nobody really hits this edit, but you know, it's cool, it's inventive. Got that for, you know, that, and even the famous side peek like that. Nobody uses stuff like this, right? You know, why do they not use things like that, right? It's because nobody sits in their box and late game. Everybody just wants to box up, fight. The builds are too weak. It's just, what was that, 5 bullets to destroy wood? That's insane. Where do they do that? You know, that's how realistic is that? It needs to be changed, right? And then what? It takes 2 for wood because it's 150. But let's say, right, we get brick. They change it to brick. Let's let this finish real quick. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. We got 4, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 swings. let's try this with actually hitting a critical shot, right? 1, 2, 3. You save yourself one swing, right? You 9 times out of 10 when you're in a fight, you're not even gonna be looking at that blue thing. You're just gonna just spam in, hold the wall, hope that you can get in, right? I wish I had somebody here to kind of show that that's not even gonna happen half the time. You know, you just have to be lucky or pray, or just go something like that and then jump in, you know? So that's where I think, you know, even this would even help for the noobs, right? It would increase the build health. That's not enough to defend yourself, one. And then if you increase the pickaxe damage, at least you'll be like rewarded for slow hitting, hit a critical, wait, hit a critical, and then hold the wall, right? Gives you more of a chance because it's increased damage for it. You get rewarded for trying to take the wall, at least taking your time to do it and getting into this interaction of somebody on the other side fighting, right? So that's why I think building needs to increase its health, increase the pickaxe damage for higher skill gameplay. So as we got through most of the edits, right, you got that, you know, you got the door on any side you want it, right? You can even add a door and a window, right? That's good, right? So why, you know, you got that as an edit even, you know, you open up the wall, right? So why is that not an edit, right? Why? It just seems like that's a missed opportunity. Why can that not be an edit? You know, you have the right hand peek, boom, you shoot, right? It just seems so perfect not to, right? Let's say if you do somehow manage to take the wall, right? Why is that not an edit? You know, so you just, you know, you jump and shoot. You can get a nice little peek shot, you edit that. It's why? Like, why is that not, you know? Even this, right? Have that as an edit. Run in, slide, boom. Slide into the box. It would be so cool. Like, just like, let's imagine that, right? Boom, you slide right in. You're sliding right in that corner, and it would look so cool and satisfying. Why are these not edits? I don't understand. Game's been out for so long. Why not, you know? You can even switch it up, have that, like I would say boom, and then let's say have that, right? You have two sides. You can jump in, boom, shoot. So with that, right, if they don't add the animation, that's fine, right? But at least make it an edit. I want this to be an edit, right? So picture that's open, and then you just mantle in, but you're in the box. So you do like some type of animation, something cool, and you jump in, you know? It would add something spicy to the game. It would be game changing, you know? You take the wall, you know, take the wall, pop the edit. If you decide to hop in, you shoot, or you just don't want to hop in, you shoot, pop that edit, or jump in, you know? Or you can bait it out, boom, they're looking at that, open up, boom, you know? Something, it would be something to spice up the game, to have more strategic of builds, something different. So I think I might have a few more edits that I probably didn't talk about. Oh, so right, so I want, oh my bad. So that I want that to be an edit too, right? But it's just a fat wall, and it basically be this much space, and you can just either walk in, but I think it would be cooler if it's a little bit tighter, and you can have some type of slide animation, like you're in some type of you know, between a rock and a hard place. You know, you're trying to slide in, you can't just run at it because you're gonna hit your stomach or something. But I think it would be like cool, you know, you're just like, ugh, and you're trying to slide in, and then you walk into the box, or you know, you just want a bigger wall for cover, you know, and then you hit a right hand peek like that. It's just more strategic to the gameplay, that not, you know, it doesn't take rocket science to do that and then do an edit. It would add a different level to the game that this game has never seen before. So I don't understand why they keep that as an edit. You know, that's fine. I love it. But why not that? Why is that not an edit? I don't understand, right? Okay, so you got that right. You see, you know, this is automatically repairing. Okay, so the right stick is to repair, right? Obviously I don't have builds to do it, but I think, you know, this is the main, it's damaged or whatever, you can repair, that's fine, keep that in the game. But I think if you hold X, or maybe even hold the right stick, um, I think it would be cool to reinforce the wall, you know? I wouldn't think if somebody's spraying your wall, you can be like, oh, hit that, and then it's like doing it by itself. I think you should have to sit in the animation to reinforce your base. If you're gonna chill here, wait for the circle, wait for, you know, people to chill, you want this wall, boom, reinforce it. You don't have to worry about it. Maybe even that, reinforce those walls, and you're sitting here watching, you know, watching the end, you know, waiting for people to come into the circle, doing something different, you know, keeps you occupied to reinforce the builds and to, you know, do something different, create a different type of base to be able to use things like this and chill, have a good time, you know, wait for people to start building their base or sabotage their base, or, you know, actually have a good build fight, long range build fighting. There's no long range build fighting like, I mean, like there used to be. Everybody used to pop a porta fort, sit on there, and then shoot from a distance and, you know, have a good time. Everybody now just wants to, they just want to crank, do all this, you know, do all that and drop down. Nobody wants to fight that. Like that's it doesn't take rocket science to do that, but it takes rocket science to take walls and changing the mechanic to make it more strategic, I think would be a good idea. So if you don't think so, you know, maybe it's just me again rambling, but I think it would be a good change for this new idea that I have for a new game mode called Sweat Royale. I have, I think, a few more. The only edit that I would see that I didn't add is like the double, and then the double down here. So you can either, you have that and it'll be like a cross wall. So you can either choose to, you know, pop a shot like that, or you can choose to slide in. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, right? So if you want to take a wall, why does that not do damage to builds? I don't understand. They added the mechanic to slide attack people that, you know, it doesn't do damage to hurting people, but why does it not damage builds just a little bit, not too crazy? Or I know I want to do the slam attack to damage this too, you know, to be like boom and then take a wall and then you're like close there, and do something different for mechanics, you know, something different to learn and try to spice up the strategic level of Fortnite. um I think that is it for the builds. I still have a few more ideas um for mobility items. Um, you know, so before I go, right? They took out the mantling thing. I think that was good. I mean, it was hard to, you know, something like this you can't mantle, right? But if you do find a case of somebody having a base, right? This would be perfect for that. So if somebody's chilling up there, you mantle up. I can't do it now because they took it out. Let's say they had the walls right here and they're boom. You're mantling up right there, and you can, sneak attack people. Like that was a good mechanic. I don't know why they took that out. I know they didn't see probably people using it as much, but I think it's just because of the state of build fights. You can't mantle stuff like, I mean that you can, but you can't mantle basic build fights like that. It's too open like that, so you would have to do that and then try to do it, and it just made that mechanic not shine as much. So I would love to see that mechanic back in that game mode. Um, I would love to see it, you know. I think that was just great. Um, I don't really have any ideas for the the um the stair thing. I never could really master it. Maybe that arrow, I don't know, that arrow stuff, it's just a little finicky to me. Maybe they can find a different way on their own to make that a little easier for the casual player that, don't practice this all day. But that would be cool, you know. I don't really have any new edits for this either, but um I don't know. I really don't know about the cone or anything, but I think the wall itself could be changed into those new ideas that I just shared earlier. So again, if you have any ideas or complaints, or this is a terrible idea or whatnot, let me know down below. What do you think I should change, on it? What could make this better? What is your idea? What is something that you thought should be added to the game, but you don't have a voice like I do right now, or like I don't have a voice to send this to Epic Games. So what is your idea for Fortnite? What do you think would be cool to that you would love to see in this game, or add to this game mode that I'm trying to work out and design, or talk about, I should say. Oh, alright. Let me know down below. This is Fanatic Keys, so yeah. Hey, Fanatic Keys is back. So we talked about the loot pool. We talked about some new build mechanics. We talked about how the pickaxe should be buffed for this new game mode. We talked about taking wall mechanics, how that needs to be different ways to take walls and changed with the sliding into a wall, slamming your body into a wall, and the damage for your pickaxe for taking the wall to lower that make it easier to take walls with the with ping not being the main determining factor for 50-50 taking the wall. Um so the last thing we have to talk about is how you're gonna get around, right? Mobility. So um basic stuff, the launch pad. I think the launch pad should be back. But what makes this gonna be different, right? This launch pad is gonna give you jump surge. So gives you like a little purple lightning effect, launches you 5 blocks high and 5 blocks forward, and the enhanced speed with higher jumps, lasting I would say 30 seconds. Um, not sure if that will be broken or anything, but I think launch padding with a little jump surge adds a different spice, and it'd be cool, gives you something to use and stuff like that, right? The grapple hook, gotta bring that back. But I want to able to climb walls with it, you know, some like rock climbing animation, and also be able to, be able to move around like Batman, you know. Um, what's this? Oh, that's cool. Build a little car. Two chords and yes, a grapple hook, buildable zip line. It connects space and uh tower to enemies. Um, say you put one here and put one to that tree. You know, you have a zip line. Maybe you and your friend build a base. You can zip line to each other's bases. The slide pad. This would be like a blue lightning effect, gives you 3 times speed boost, longer slides, probably a 1 minute timer. This allows for quick and right left hand turns, um, canceling slides, and then you're back into the quick run. This is good for rotating, late game rotating and stuff like that. Um, and then also the the bunker buster pad, right? This gives you a gold lightning effect, a 1.5 times speed, 50 damage reduction. I would say a 15-second timer, but this gives you an explosive slam attack with a chance to barrel roll through walls. You know, um, just in case they don't want to have that slam mechanic into the game as a full mechanic. Maybe you have to find this bunker buster pad and put it down and use it, and then run up on a base and try to get in. You know, another big thing, right? The looting system has been the same for a long time. You open a chest and you have the same 5 slots, kind of like what I have right now, right? I want to introduce loot bags into this game mode. Small, medium, and large, right? Small holds 3 mobility items, medium holds 5, and large holds 10. So you got blue, purple, and gold. No gray and green bags. Um, you know, loot bags. I would instead of it being called loot bags, call it the Fortnite lunchbox. It would hold all your mobility items so you can have your heals and guns, your 3 guns that you normally have, your AR, pump, sniper, or SMG, and then 2 heals. So you don't have to sacrifice your weapons or hold 2 weapons because you want to hold 1 mobility item and then 2 heals, and you only have an AR and a shotgun. This would drastically change the loot system for that and make it where you can hold mobility and spice up the game, you know? Might even get some funny kills of somebody going into their loot bag and pulling out their lunchbox and trying to get their item out or something, and using it or you, as its own like interactive box that you can use your loot box, lunchbox. Healing and traps, right? So I have a idea for a healing station. Heals 50 shield and 25 health. It's a normal trap effect. 1 minute cooldown with the alarm system. So you can put your healing station down in your base. The reboot flare, basically we already had the reboot to mark enemies, but this one gives you the chance to revive the entire squad. It's a reboot flare. Um, and That's pretty much it for mobility and some new items. Utility items also, grenades. It's obviously good for explosive devices for damage and area control. Stink bombs to get people out of their base. Flush out enemies. Smoke bombs to create smoke screens for changing the vision and providing cover. That smoke bombs will be so good for zero builds. It'd be so perfect for it. I don't know why they didn't add it. But yeah, smoke bombs, stink bombs, grenades, and those other items um for mobility items. Um, and I guess I can talk again about the sniper bag. You know, the chest to hold only snipers. It'd be perfect. So, um, that's pretty much it. For the loot, mobility items, build mechanics. I want this all in a game mode called Sweat Royale. I would love for them to call it Fanatics Sweat Royale, but whatever. I'll just take the Sweat Royale and some credit, you know, to my name, my idea. Um, but that's pretty much it on that. Um, if you want to see more Lego Royale of me just talking about the game and actually playing it instead of running around smacking stuff, let me know. I don't really play Lego Royale, but I do love Minecraft, so I can probably get into this for maybe an hour or so. But yeah, let me know down below if you think my ideas are good. It could be actually implied. Some changes need to be made, and that's it. I'm out.